Hi, this is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be doing this stuffed ephemera bag, and it is bird themed. This video is sponsored by Global Pen Friends, and I'll be talking more about them later. So pull out your kit if you've purchased it. If you haven't, just click the link below and you can purchase one. I'm going to be turning this into a pen pal letter. So you want to grab your little craft bag and slit the one end that is closed, and so now it is open on both sides, and we're going to be taking a piece of the cardstock and sewing it into the middle so that we have a place to write our letter. Then I'm just going through the book pages and the ephemera included in the kit and choosing what I would like to decorate it with. I did not even use a fraction of what I included in the kit, so there's so much left for other projects, which makes that a really good value and a really good deal. So Global Pen Friends is a website where you can safely find a pen pal anywhere in the world. It is monitored by human beings, meaning that every single profile is checked so that you know you're actually communicating with a real person. You're actually communicating with someone you can feel safe talking to. They have a messaging system through their website so that you do not have to give out an address right away. You can just message through the site so that you don't have to give anything out till you feel comfortable. There's also premium features, and there's easy ways to search for pen pals, and there's just so much fun going on that website. You definitely want to check it out. Find someone to send happy mail to and to get to know, and I think sending things like this in the mail is so much more fun than just a lined piece of paper or a piece of stationery. It really sends creativity and love and inspiration throughout the world. So back to what I am doing. So much fun going on here, just building some little tags, adding pieces of ephemera. I just really challenged myself. And it really wasn't much of a challenge because I gave myself so many pieces in the kit anyway, but I really am making it a goal to not pull from my stash, but to just use what was available in my kit, and I had no problems with that at all. And I am just making little tags and little journal cards that I am going to stuff in the pockets of my letter so that my pen pal can take them out and she can use them in her projects and things like that. So super fun and super exciting. I'm adding little personalized touches like little words, and this one just says to you. It's a little Tim Holtz piece of ephemera. Pulling out some bird book pages here, and I thought these were the perfect size for journal cards, so I just cut them out, these little vintage bird photographs, and I'm going to back them. So one of them I'm going to back with a journal card from my antique aviary kit here, and I could either write a little note to my pen pal on the back or just leave it blank so that she can take it out, write something on it, and add it to one of her journals or to one of her pieces of happy mail. Coffee break. So just trimming it out and going to ink the edges. Oh, I have a little white spot there. I didn't place it very well, so I'm just going to add a little bit of black lace and stitch that on just to cover that, and I think it looks super amazing. The other piece I'm going to cover with this white eyelet fabric, and I'm testing the pen out on it. It writes beautifully on it, so you can actually journal on the back. Super fun. So I decided to just cut out a few more of these journal cards from the antique aviary kit. I didn't even touch the feathered friends kit that's in here or the other ephemera pieces. There's the fly free ephemera. I didn't even touch that because I had more than enough to put in this bag. So you really have options. You can choose the ones you want. So I decided to cut out these cards to ink them up to make them look vintage. I did not back them with coffee dyed paper or any other paper because I didn't want to add bulk since I'm actually going to be mailing this. That's great if you want to save on postage. A cute little vintage book page folded in half is included, and then I'm cutting out these birds. I really like how they look, and I'm going to decorate the inside cover with them. Rip the edges. I just love that look. I'm gonna ink it up and glue it on. A really fun thing to do as well is to add little bits and pieces underneath to layer it up. It doesn't add too much bulk, but it does add some really neat effects and texture, which is great. So I'm just taping this down. I'm trying to not buy extra supplies right now so that I can just save a little bit of my money for some other things. And so I'm using up like the tapes and the glues that are not necessarily my favorites, and hence the roll of tape. I've decided that is not me, and I prefer a tape gun, I guess they're called, or hot glue or something like that. So I am just gluing on the little statement here that's telling about the birds. My pen pal really loves reading and learning, and so I just added that so she could read all about the birds. Decided to ink the actual edges of the letter so that I could I don't know, just look more vintage when I was writing. I'm covering up the branding information on the back of this bag with some yellow lace. I did pull out my Fabrifix because I really wanted this lace to stick on well. And now I am going to decorate the back inside cover. I have a book page here that is recipes for feeding wild birds. Oh, I'm jumping all over the place here, which I do. So no, I'm actually making a little booklet, a mini booklet, just to put inside with some cardstock, adding a little flower. It's a recipe for feeding the nuthatch bird, and I'm just finding little rhinestones and things. And now I'm going to decorate the inside cover. I made this really organic in just the way that I actually work. I really had no idea the direction I was going to go when I started. I mean, I knew what I was making, but I didn't know how it was going to look. So I just really wanted this to be organic so you could see my thought process, you could see my mistakes, you could see, you know, what I pull from and where I go. Decorating the back here. Now I realize that I'm going to run out of video. My camera I did shut off, or I didn't turn it back on. So I do have a little extra clip coming after this, but I made a little thin tassel so I wouldn't add bulk, and a little snippet for the back. So here it is finished, and I think it is so cute. There's little buttons, there's a little bird button, tiny little tassel that doesn't interfere too much with an envelope. I think this thing is so stinking cute. It's just really, it's better than I even thought it would be. There's a little bird charm and a black button on the back. It's just, it's perfect size. I can't wait to write a letter in it. So much fun. So please check out the links in the description box below. You can find the link to the Global Pen Friends website, as well as my Facebook group and the link to my shop, so you can buy the kit to make this along with me. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for following along. Go to my Facebook group and show me pictures of what you came up with, because I am so excited to see what you created with the supplies.